Hey everyone, Be Weather Pro here with another question. Excuse me. So, right now I'll be doing a power series question from WebAssign in case you haven't realized on my description below. And again, I'm sorry about the writing. It's hard to do it with the mouse. So, if you ever see that there's a negative 1 to the power of n, and then it's multiplied by x to the power of n, or if you ever see, um, hang on, there's another one just in case. If you ever see hello, hang on a sec. I'm using if you ever see x to the power of n over n minus 1, or x to the power of n plus the number, constant number over constant number times n exclamation mark, and so on and so forth, then that's a power series. All right. So back to the question that we will be going through. So sigma infinity n equal 1. 9 times negative 1 to the power of n times x to the power of n. So we could use, so in order to do the power series, we would, the best test to do is the ratio test, which is a to the power of n plus 1 over a n, and that is the limit n approaches infinity. 9 times negative 1 to the power of n times 9 negative 9 times negative 1. Let me put it over 9 times negative 1 to the power of n. And you multiply that. So that's the um, so that's an plus 1 up there. Well, actually, let me rephrase it. That's so this fraction is an plus 1, as you can see. Again, sorry about the handwriting. And the next one will be an. So n plus 1 times. Wait. Oh, wait. I made a mistake because there are no fractions around here. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm still in Calc 2, and I did that question already. So, bear with me. Now, if you like to, leave your comments below, and if you want me to tutor in some basic mathematics like arithmetics, pre-calc, calc 1, then let me know, and I would be glad to do that. And also give out some math questions from arithmetics, like basic math, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and divisions, and algebra, pre-calc, and calc 1, which really helps a lot for me. And I'd be glad to help you out. So, excuse me. So, the top is an plus 1. I'm sorry for the confusion. And the bottom is just an. So, what I wrote at the right is n plus 1 times x to the n plus 1 power. And that's all over 9 times negative 1 to the power of n. And that's times n times x to the power of n. So we could simplify it. And of course, you should always put the limit when n approaches infinity. Because if you forgot that, then you might think then, oh, now it's time to uh, take away the n's, but you can't, not yet. Because you might make a boo-boo on your quiz or test or final exams, and you don't want to let that happen. And I don't want you to mess it up. I want you to be a successful student. And that's why I'm here to help. So, what I just did was use I don't like bloody red. I'll use green because I speak for the trees. So that's why I'm using a computer, not a camera and a paper. So 9 times negative 1 to the power of n. I cross both of them out of here. Then, let me see. Oh yeah, and also x to the power of n. And of course, since they're still plus 1, you should there should be x to the power of 1 over there. And there's still n plus 1 right there. And hang on. Wait. Okay, I made a mistake right there. But you still get to do the crossing out 9 times -1 to the power of n. It's just that I made a little mistake there, and I'm sorry about that. So it's 9 times -1 to the power of n plus 1. I did that because I wanted to expand it. Oh. And that's how. And of course, the plus 1. So -1 to the power of 1. Okay, so that's how you got -1 at the left, and then n plus 1 over n. Now, if you did cross out the n at the bottom as well, then that's how you got the wrong answer. And then x to the power of 1, and that's at the right. Now, let me put it right there. Of course, always put the limit every time. If you think, and I know it could get annoying to do that, but it will save your life. I kid you not. So, 1 and so what I just did is that one, now -1. Let me do this. So what I did was take away -1 and have just n plus 1 over n times x. And that's how, and also you, and now it comes with the simplifying. So n over n, that's 1, plus, since there's 1 over there, that's still going to be 1 over n. And that's how you get that. And we still have to put the limit because there's still n. If you don't see n on your next simplification, then you won't have to put the limit anymore. So the limit of n approaches infinity, 1 plus 1 over n times x, that's going to be x, because that's going to have to be 0. And you also divide that and that's also going to be 0. Now that you found now that you found that, now it's time for the now it's time to test the series when x is greater, no, less than 1. And since we did the limit and x is less than 1, not to 0, then series, wait, oh, wait, I made a mistake. It's a r. So r needs to be equal to 1, and we did that, and it converges. Again, with the sloppy handwriting, I'm sorry. I'm still waiting for my new laptop, which has a touchscreen. I can write it down, not use this stupid mouse. So we use r as a radius, and r equals 1. Now the endpoint, and that is x, which equals plus or minus 1. So you could think of it as a chart or a line graph in a one-dimension line graph. So both series so once we change x into positive 1 or a negative 1, they still diverge. Either both of them diverge. And in order to find that out, will do the test. We'll do the divergence test. If anyone got the top, then I'll scroll it down so I can have more room. But if you didn't have that down yet, then I recommend that you pause the video for now. Now then, we'll put the limit in again, and approaches infinity, then plus or minus 1 to the power of n times n, which equals infinity. And the limit, in order to be convergent, the limit has to equal 0. But since it doesn't equal 0, it's divergent. So the interval, or I, is the interval of convergence of I is -1 and +1. And that's it. Those two answers to find R and I. So try it yourself. If you have any questions or if you're still having trouble, let me know in your comments below. And of course, you might have to give me a question on the comments, or you can send me an email, which is parrotsbrown96@gmail.com, or you could always uh, well, yeah, just email. And as always, thanks for watching. Shalom. 감사합니다.